What's up, my friends? It is Danny Gallows, of course, and as you guys can tell by the buses and the cars and the loud sounds and the people, there we go, that I'm, well, two buses. I'm headed to downtown Portland right now, and we're gonna go take a walk through down Congress Street, I should say, and then through Monument Square, and we'll see what's going on down in Monument Square, and then we'll head up to the Western Promenade to see the fog, because the city's really foggy right now, and I bet we can get a good shot of the fog bank from up on the Western Prom. And then after that, we're going to be going to the mall. I'm going to take you guys and show you guys around my mall. So it's the start of an adventure. We'll be out for at least a couple hours, ducking trees, and yeah, let's do it. Well, forgive the noise, guys. There's a lot of construction going on, but I wanted to come down out of the city and go to the harbor real quick, up to the waterfront, because I wanted to show you guys this insane fog bank. We're over here at the Ocean Gateway, the ferry terminal, and you know, for the local ferries and for the CAT and everything. But I wanted to show you guys this insane fog that Portland's been dealing with for about a week now. So take a look at the harbor. You can see there's usually islands, and you know, you can see the fort out there just barely. There's usually islands and ships and everything. It's usually completely visible. Part of the perks about living in Portland is you get the city life, but you also get this amazing, very, very unique weather. It looks like the sun's just starting to peek through now. It's amazing. You can see the fog way out there in the distance. You can see where the fog's like touching the water, like right on the horizon there. So amazing. And now you can see the sun is starting to come through and illuminate the fog. Pretty wicked. Alright, let's head back up into the city and continue our walk down Congress Street. Alright guys, so we're going to take a walk down Commercial Street first, see what's going on down by the waterfront and all the shops and restaurants and everything down here. Down this alleyway here is where the fish market is, the Portland Fish Market, and all the local restaurants and you know, places to buy your tackle and bait and all this stuff. So I always love this alleyway here. It's amazing. This will give you a good Portland atmosphere right here. Never been down this way before. Oh. And that is the place where they keep all the traps and everything. It's like a seagull hangout. I feel like I'm in Finding Nemo or something. Wow, check that out, huh? Yeah, definite seagull hangout. Wow, check that out. You guys can see a lobster boat over there going out to sea, picking up some fresh traps. And oh wow, look at that! I just noticed here above me. Look at all those great apartments up there. Although I'm not sure I'd like to have an apartment right here though, because it smells especially like fish. Right there is Jay's Oyster Bar, one of the most popular local restaurants in Portland. It's where all the bikers hang out in the summertime. And that's the DeMillo's parking lot, so we're gonna head up this way back onto Commercial Street. Right up here is DeMillo's restaurant, the most famous restaurant in downtown Portland. I used to think that was the restaurant part up there. I used to think it was a super tiny restaurant, but it's way back there. Totally blanked for a second. I was walking down Commercial Street. I thought I was going to go all the way down to the end for a second. I forgot we were supposed to be walking down Congress Street into Monument Square. So now we're headed back up through the city. Yeah, I pushed the crosswalk button. What? I like to take my time. You guys can see right over there across the street, that's the Nickelodeon, that's the movie theater that I always go to. And unfortunately there hasn't been anything good enough really that I've wanted to go see, so I haven't been down there in a while, but everybody has been raving about Wonder Woman, so I think I'm going to go down there and see it tomorrow. I'll take you guys to experience the theater, you know, for as long as I can film in there. But yeah, now we're coming up to Congress Street. Let's see if they have any of my ads still up here anywhere. Nope, all since taken down. They change bills on these signs like every hour or so. So sometimes you'll see remnants of what's left over, but not many times. Down here, obviously, this is where all the most popular restaurants are. Of course, they're not really open now because it's still kind of early in the morning, but very popular spot. And right here is my gaming lounge. You can see the hours though. The hours though are only during the very early morning, so all the gamers are in there hanging out. It's a Port City Music Hall.
Yeah.
Right here is the Maine College of Art, the main art college in Portland, the only main art college in Portland. You guys will recognize that shot right there from my header on YouTube. That's where I took the shot. Right over there is the State Theater, another huge venue for shows. Right over there is Gino's, another popular place for rock shows. Another place I post bills too, right over there, for advertising. And right here is my local comic shop. Where, by the way, they sell the comic that I'm featured in. So it's a cool little bonus. Every time I walk by the comic shop there, I know that the comic book that my director put out is in there, and I'm in there too. You know, if you guys can see that apartment complex behind me right there, I used to live right in that apartment right up there. That was one of my old places. I've always loved this little alleyway, don't know why. And right here is a local barber shop. You know, like real local, like old-fashioned barbers, you know, cut your hair for like $5 or $7 or something like that. They still dress in the white uniforms and everything. That's One Longfellow Square, a very, very popular music venue for like folk music and blues and even comedy and stuff like that. It's a local 188, very, very popular restaurant. Lots of popular restaurants in this area right here. Right across the street there in the purple building is Hut Suppa. No, I'm not saying that wrong. It is actually spelled Hut, S-U-P-P-A, like the people in Maine say it. Yeah, lots of popular restaurants in this area. Basically anywhere you go on Congress Street, all the way up to the end, is going to have all these really, really unique local, you know, Maine-based shops. And great restaurants and just things to see and things to experience all the way down Congress Street. That's a popular bike and eat place. It's basically like a coffee shop for bikers, like road bikes, you know, like bicycles. It's a place for them to stop off. They can even get their bikes fixed and stuff like that, their tires checked and stuff like that there. And then they can stop and get like a bite to eat, like, you know, donuts and muffins and some like light breakfast items and stuff. It's like a biker's hangout, you know. So now as we come to like this area right here, we can either go up that way to the Western Prom, like behind me, up this way, or we can go back down that way into the city, but I don't really feel like walking uphill, because if we go down that way we have to walk uphill. So I think we'll just we'll go the easy way into the Western Prom, and then we'll swing back around down the hill again. So over there, that's the hospital, obviously, and then this kind of street just kind of runs right into the Western Prom. And now I'm going to try to cross the street here. Looks good. And then we can cross, and basically as soon as we cross here, like I said, the street just leads right into the Western Prom. And as you guys can see, like this entire area is so unique, and the reason for that is, well, it's getting hot. I'm gonna have to take off all my stuff here pretty soon. But as you can see, if I turn the camera around, you guys can see behind me here, like this is all the houses, and then behind that is the city. So basically, when you come to the end of the street, you just turn around, and you know, the end, it's like the end of the town just drops off right here, and then you have the entire you know, western expansion to see. And it's pretty magical. I mean, this is like literally right outside of the city. Like as soon as you walk a couple of minutes right outside of the city, a couple of seconds outside of the city, really, it's right here, and then the end of the land just falls right off. So you get some pretty beautiful vistas. And there's all kinds of places to hang out too. See some guy chilling down there, right? Just relaxing in the shade, finding his own place, like I normally do. And way out there in the distance, you can see some mountains. That's the airport right there. I don't know if you guys can make that out down there. And that's just out west. Basically, keep going out there, you're gonna run into mountains. And if you guys are wondering where all these little side trails go, they go back down into like random streets in the city, like down below in the city. So there's all kinds of points of access. But right now we're gonna go right here to this picnic table, which is wet. I'm assuming that's why nobody's sitting here, and take a little breather. You guys can tell probably why this is one of my favorite areas to hang out. Just gotta go ahead, and I gotta take these outer layers off here because it's heating up. They said that the weather today was going to be like you know, partly cloudy, even with some thunderstorms. But now, you know, the fickle weather in Maine, that's how it is. Now the sun is out and it's starting to heat up to 70 degrees, and I don't know, I don't see any clouds off in the distance, so hopefully we'll be alright. So just all kinds of amazing sights to see on the Western Prom. Of course, I've taken you guys to the Eastern Prom a number of times on my other channel, Story World Studios. But this, of course, this is the opposite end, the Western Prom, the other end of the city. So, views and panoramas all around. And as some of you guys might have noticed already, all the houses you can see off to my left here are all super nice. It's a very, very rich community here at the top of the hill, at the top of the Western Prom. But it usually goes hand in hand. Wherever there's views, there's beautiful, rich houses. I know the wind has picked up a little bit. It's not that bad, but if it gets too bad, just bear with me. It shouldn't affect it that much. But now, as we come to the end here, you see that there's a nice little roundabout here, and that's the whole Western Prom back there. Then there's a nice little roundabout walkway here. And then this just goes down into another open green, which just keeps going down that way. And then there's an old graveyard over there. And then this side trail over here, which we're going to take right now. Right down here. Springtime, so there's all these low-hanging trees. It's difficult for someone that's tall like me, the trials and tribulations. And now this area is really cool too, because, you know, like a lot of areas in Portland, it's really ancient. Now, I don't know if I got that with the wind. This area is really cool too, because it's really, just like a lot of areas in Portland, it's really ancient around here. Even though things are obviously very modernized now, as you guys can tell by the houses and the old graveyard that's over here. It's a very, very ancient graveyard. I don't even know if I'm supposed to go like walking around in it. I mean, oh wait a minute, here we go. I've never actually been over to like this section before, because I see a public sign there, so it must be open, but well, at least we can walk beside it. Yeah, so there's a yeah, okay, so I've never actually been down in here before. It looks like you can walk through here. Alright, no dogs allowed. Oh, this is really cool. So well, I've actually never been through this cemetery before, so this will be an experience for the both of us. So this, of course, is the Veterans Cemetery, and like I mentioned, I mean, it's ancient, like really ancient. Here, look at these gravestones right here. 1849, I think that says, and 1855. And I mean, you know, they cleared the road about right here where I'm standing, so, yeah. Always kind of gives you an eerie feeling, you know, when you're walking through graveyards in places like this where there's like mausoleums and stuff. Here's some mausoleums coming up here on the left. And again, very, very ancient. I mean, we're going back to like the 1800s, 1700s. Some random obelisk in the middle of the woods. And how about these houses? How'd you like to have a house right there, literally right on the edge of the graveyard? Let's see if we can see some of these dates here. 1856, 1853, 1853 again. a really excellent place for some photography. Although it is odd, as I look, you know, you see across the field here, it doesn't look very well kept. I mean, or maybe that, I mean, I guess that's maybe the field that they're trying to go for. They're trying to keep more of the natural growth in the graveyard, but it doesn't look mowed or anything. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like it more. I like the unmowed look, you know. And of course, you know, me being a veteran myself, you know, it's always a special occasion when I get to walk through one of these graveyards, you know. Gives you a kind of a solemn feeling, but I guess a feeling of remembrance, definitely. And these are super old here, the ones that are gated off here with the steel. Yeah, it's really amazing. It smells different in here too. So I think we can just take... I was going to go out that way because that'll take us back out to the street, but I've already been down that street before, so we'll just keep going down here in the path. Alright, so there's no sidewalk here. I'll have to walk in the wet grass, but now we're heading back up the street and down into the city. Alright guys, so we have officially arrived at the main mall. Just got off the bus. I barely made it to the bus stop. I had to run down there just so I could make it just in time. And but we finally got here, alright, and about to go over here down this little side alleyway right here into the side entrance of the mall, and then just take you guys around.
You're not actually supposed to be taking pictures or recording inside the mall.
Inside a mall?
Yeah, it's private property here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's odd. I've never heard that before.
So if I actually stow it,
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed whatever footage I could get inside the mall there. I don't know, man. That just seemed kind of strange to me. I've never heard that before. I didn't know that you can't film inside malls. Apparently, you can't even like take pictures or film inside malls at all. So, I guess that cut that trip short. That was kind of a wasted trip over here to the mall. But you know, got some entertaining things on there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the POV for what it was. And who knows, maybe I'll come back over here with a hidden camera, although it's not really worth it, is it? But anyway, yeah, so I'm just walking on the border of the mall right now, on the outside of the mall, and right now I'm just about to head over to Burger King and pick up a sandwich for a chicken sandwich review. So let's head over there now. Oh yeah, look over this way here. Let me stop here and show you guys. Look, if you guys look over to the west here, see all those clouds coming in? All those big thunderheads coming in from out west? Oh yeah. See, I guess the weather forecast was right. We were supposed to have thunderstorms that were coming in later this afternoon, so looks like they're rolling in now. Hopefully I can get home in time before they start rolling through, because they do come through quick. Alright my friends, well we're headed back up the street to my house right now. About to call it a day. And thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you for the next outside vlog video probably this Friday. Later.